A hidden monastery chamber collapses during a midnight storm, revealing a forgotten stone vault sealed for centuries. The monks approach the exposed vault door, carved with symbols older than any scripture they know. A monk unlocks the rusted iron seal, and cold wind rushes out like the vault was holding its breath. Inside, 7 black obsidian tablets rest on a stone altar, untouched by time. One monk senses the tablets humming faintly, like vibrating from an unseen memory. They carry the tablets into the main hall, unaware something is watching from the shadows. The monks begin translating the first tablet using forbidden linguistic notes. The translation reveals a race older than humans, capable of shaping mountains by hand. The second tablet claims humans were created artificially by the last being of this ancient race. At midnight, the tablets emit a faint pulse that shakes candle flames. The third tablet describes a great war that erased the ancient race completely. A giant masked hooded figure appears briefly behind the hall door before vanishing. The monks realize each tablet contradicts church creation teachings. They lock the tablets in a side chamber to prevent other monks from discovering them. In the middle of the night, the locked chamber door begins thudding from inside. One monk opens it and sees the tablets floating above the altar. The tablets slam onto the floor and crack the stone beneath. A giant, faceless, hooded figure appears again, closer this time, inside the chamber. It points toward the 7th tablet, the one the monks have not yet read. The 7th tablet begins to glow brighter and brighter, as if waking up. The 7th tablet emits a deep tremor that travels through the monastery walls. Symbols on the 7th tablet rearrange themselves as if rewriting reality. A vision of continents splitting apart flashes across the tablet in pulsating light. The monks realize the 7th tablet is not meant to be read. It is meant to activate. The giant, faceless figure steps toward the tablet, as if awaiting its awakening. The tablet projects a silent image of a colossal structure buried beneath the monastery. The ground beneath them rumbles as if something massive is shifting below. A hidden staircase opens beneath the altar, spiraling downward into darkness. The monks descend, carrying torches that barely illuminate the abyss below. The staircase ends at a colossal underground hall, carved by something non-human. At the center stands a huge, sealed gate, covered in the same symbols as the tablets. The 7th tablet glows brighter in the chamber above, syncing with the gate below. The gate begins to resonate, producing a vibration felt but not heard. The giant cloaked figure appears at the bottom of the staircase, watching them silently. With a silent gesture, the giant points at the gate. The monks place all 7 tablets into 7 circular slots before the gate. The cavern lights up with intricate patterns spreading across the walls. The gate slowly opens, revealing a blinding white void. A colossal silhouette moves within the void, far larger than the giant figure behind them. The void expands forward, pulling air, dust, and torches into itself. The monks cling to the stone pillars as the void pulls stronger, threatening to swallow them. The giant guardian figure anchors itself and reaches to pull a monk away from the void's pull. The void abruptly collapses into a single point and vanishes. Where the void once stood, a massive stone sphere now floats silently. The sphere begins rotating slowly, revealing continents unlike any known world. A thin beam of light shoots from the sphere into a hidden chamber wall. The wall splits open, revealing an ancient staircase descending even deeper. The monks follow the sphere as it floats down the revealed staircase. The stairs lead to a vast circular chamber filled with ancient machinery. The machinery activates on its own, grinding slowly as if awakening after millennia. The sphere locks into a socket at the center of the machinery. The chamber floor rotates, revealing a hidden map beneath their feet. The map shows multiple human species created at different times by the ancient race. One outline is marked with a symbol identical to the monastery's emblem. They realize the monastery was built on the burial site of the first prototype humans. The sphere rises again, projecting a new sequence of symbols into the air. The symbols form the image of a sleeping giant buried far below them. The floor beneath the chamber cracks, revealing a massive heartbeat echoing through the stone. The giant guardian raises its hand as if warning the monks not to proceed. Despite the warning, the machinery shifts again, unlocking a deeper passage on its own. The sixth tablet reveals coordinates pointing to a forbidden valley, erased from all monastery maps. A monk quietly steals the map archive key to confirm if the valley truly vanished from all records. He finds an old torn map that shows the valley, but the ink around it looks burned. The burned ink pattern matches scorch marks found on the vault walls. The giant hooded figure appears again, pointing silently to the monastery's northern gate. The monks understand the being wants them to travel to the Forbidden Valley. The seventh tablet pulses once, as if granting silent approval. They leave the monastery before dawn, lanterns swaying in the cold mist. A strange, low vibration follows them through the forest path. At the river crossing, their lantern flames bend toward the valley's direction. They reach an abandoned stone shrine marked with the same symbols from the tablets. The ground trembles, revealing a staircase hidden beneath the shrine floor. They descend into a cavern lit by an unnatural bluish glow. Inside, they discover murals showing humans kneeling before colossal, faceless beings. The murals depict an ancient pact between the giants and early humans. A deep rumble echoes as the cavern begins to awaken. The blue light shifts into a path leading deeper underground. The monks follow the light until it stops at a massive sealed gate. The gate opens by itself, releasing a blast of ancient cold air. Beyond the gate lies a vast underground city untouched since prehistoric times. A towering monolith stands at the city center, glowing with the tablet's same energy. They notice human-sized doorways beside giant ones, suggesting both races live together. An old statue shows a giant handing a small stone to a human. The stone in the statue's hand begins glowing as the monks approach. The orb reveals an illusion of early humans constructing vast monuments with giant assistants. The illusion shifts to show the beginning of the Great War. It reveals early humans turning against their creators out of fear. The illusion ends abruptly, plunging the city into darkness. A giant footsteps echo through the city, closer and heavier than before. A colossal, faceless hooded figure emerges from the shadows. It kneels, revealing the symbol of the seventh tablet etched on its glove. The monks realize the being is the last surviving ancient. The ancient points toward a hidden chamber beneath the monolith. The ground opens, revealing a spiral staircase carved in black stone. At the bottom lies a circular room with a floating obsidian sphere. The sphere shows the true origin of humans, engineered prototypes perfected over millennia. It reveals a final hidden truth. The seventh tablet contains humanity's reset mechanism. The monks realize the ancient did not come to teach only, to warn. The sphere cracks, sending a silent shockwave through the entire underground city. The seventh tablet, back at the monastery, begins glowing violently, as if responding. The seventh tablet's violent glow begins cracking the stones beneath it. Underground, the monks feel the shockwave echo through the ancient city. The giant ancient turns toward the tremor and raises its gloved hand as if bracing. The monolith at the city center begins cracking from top to bottom. A low rumble grows into a roar that shakes the entire underground valley. The ancient suddenly collapses to one knee. Its mask begins to crack, revealing swirling darkness beneath. The ancient signals them to approach the sphere's remains. Inside the shattered sphere lies a tiny, glowing shard. When a monk touches the shard, the entire city lights up. The shard projects a final message in symbols only the monks can read. The symbols warn that humanity's reset cycle has begun. The monks realize they must return to the monastery before it is too late. The ancient stands again, now barely stable. It gives a final gesture toward the exit tunnel. The monks begin their ascent as the cavern collapses behind them. They reach the surface shrine as the forest trembles under an unseen force. A dark red glow now pulses from the distant monastery. They run toward it, lanterns struggling to stay lit. The monastery gates stand wide open, though no one is in sight. Inside, every torch burns with an unnatural crimson flame. The seventh tablet floats in the center of the main hall. The floor below it has split open like a jagged wound. From the crack, faint echoes rise too organized to be natural. The tablet suddenly slams upward, embedding itself in the ceiling. Ancient runes spread across the ceiling like burning veins. The runes reshape into a massive circular sigil. The sigil activates, opening a swirling portal of red energy. Through the portal, giant silhouettes begin to appear. The monks realize the ancient city's collapse awakened the others. A colossal hand reaches halfway through the portal. The hand withdraws suddenly, as if something pulled it back. The portal flickers unstable, flashing scenes of the ancient war. A single giant face mask falls out of the portal and hits the floor. It cracks open, releasing a wave of cold air. The seventh tablet falls from the ceiling, now split in half. The portal shrinks violently, as if being drowned from the other side. With a final flash, the portal snaps shut. Only the giant cracked mask remains on the floor. The mask begins to tremble, as if something inside is waking. A dark mist leaks from the crack and crawls across the floor. The mist shapes itself into a tall, faceless figure. The figure becomes solid. Another ancient has arrived. This ancient is far larger than the first. It raises the broken seventh tablet without touching it. The shards fuse back together, but the cracks now burn red. The tablet displays a new symbol the monks have never seen. The massive ancient points toward the outside world. They understand the reset has already reached beyond the monastery. Outside, the entire horizon glows crimson, as if the world itself is waking. The crimson horizon pulses rhythmically, like the planet itself is alive. The monks notice shadows moving independently across the land. A distant roar shakes the air. Something enormous is awakening. The seventh tablet floats beside them, glowing brighter than ever. Symbols from the tablet begin forming in the clouds above. A tremor splits the earth, revealing a massive underground tunnel. From the tunnel emerges faint blue light, pulsing like a heartbeat. They descend and find a colossal chamber filled with ancient energy. Floating platforms hover above the ground, suspended by unknown forces. The shard of the seventh tablet floats toward the center of the chamber. A low hum fills the chamber, vibrating through their bones. From the shard, images of human history flash rapidly. The ancient guardians appear behind the monks, towering silently. They all raise their gloved hands in unison, acknowledging the shard. The shard pulses violently, sending waves of energy through the chamber. A second portal begins forming above the shard. Through the portal, glimpses of other worlds are visible. The shard begins projecting a massive golden figure. The golden figure gestures toward a distant mountain range. The shard floats toward the monks, embedding itself in the air above them. A wave of visions strikes them, showing the future of humanity. The visions end suddenly, leaving the chamber in silence. The shard begins disassembling itself into tiny fragments. Each fragment floats into a hidden niche along the chamber walls. The chamber doors close on their own with a thunderous slam. The remaining ancient guardians bow before the monks. A final energy pulse surges through the valley above, visible even from the monastery. The pulse reshapes the forest, realigning rivers and hills. They realize the world itself is being rewritten. The monks kneel in reverence as the valley glows with new energy. The seventh tablet at the monastery returns to a calm, dormant state. A gentle breeze carries whispers from the ancient guardians. The horizon stabilizes, revealing a peaceful crimson dawn. The monks begin marking the valley with protective sigils. Every sigil glows as the shard fragments communicate silently. A final message imprints itself on the seventh tablet. The Watchers remain. The ancient guardians begin retreating into the mountains. The monks remain in silence, watching the guardians disappear. They realize the seventh tablet will guide future generations silently. The valley calms as if the world itself exhales. They begin walking back to the monastery, carrying knowledge silently. The seventh tablet glows faintly, as if nodding in approval. A soft red mist rises, filling the monastery halls. The mist carries the final energy of the shard into hidden vaults. Outside, the horizon begins to show the first hints of normal life again. The monks kneel one last time, giving silent thanks to the Watchers. The Watchers fade from sight, leaving only the earth and sky. The seventh tablet sits dormant, holding the knowledge of the ancients. The monks depart, leaving the valley untouched by anyone else. The horizon settles into eternal calm, a world silently guarded by the Watchers.